Hello everyone, Elite Cameraman here. It really has been a while, but the situation got so bad that I had to step in. But ever since the new Skibidi Toilet Emergence series came out, there is a legitimate wildfire going on in the fandom. I don't even know where to start since a shit ton of stuff has happened. But let me get off by saying, unlike the other YouTubers, I haven't talked to Invis myself lately about what's going on. And you may be surprised about what I'm about to say, but I also haven't talked to Boom at all since around episode 79, part 1 or 2. After the release of episode 79, part 3, I opened my Discord to ask how Boom was doing because 2 or 3 of my friends legit asked me why the episode's quality wasn't on par with rest of the episodes, and I came to find out that Boom unfriended me on Discord. I asked a few people about this, but nobody knew why. I was shocked because it's not like anything bad happened between us. Literally, the last time we talked, it wasn't even about the series. Then a few days ago, I got a message from Iron Cameraman saying this: "By the way, I've been thinking. Since he removed you from Discord, it seems like even the Discord server isn't under his control anymore, but under Invis's control. He hasn't been online there for a very long time. I have no idea if this is true, but if someone from Invis unfriended me on Boom's Discord, that's just wild, bruh." Steak also mentioned in his post about the situation that Boom doesn't respond to him anymore, and also it seems like Ibio and Iron Cameraman also have been unfriended as I'm making this video. As I said, no idea if this is true or not, but I don't see any other possibility. I also see a lot of rumors about people saying Boom signed the Invis deal because of the copyright strikes he was getting back then. The wild thing is, even if it's true, I have something to tell you. I don't think this was ever revealed publicly, but back then, Boom told me Invis was trying to help with all the strikes, but their appeals weren't working. I have no idea what it's like right now, but back then it was Penguin Zero who saved Boom from the strikes. At least that was what Boom told me. And I think we all know the copyright thing wasn't the case. It was likely because of Adam Goodman, the CEO of Invis, was friends with Michael Bay, and they promised him a movie and huge deals. But in the end, look what it has come to. Invis is basically ruining Skibidi Toilet to squeeze out more money from the fans. I'm not going to pretend like Invis didn't help at all to Skibidi Toilet because the merch stuff, collabs with Minecraft, Discord, and Fortnite were all peak and a huge milestone for a series that came out of YouTube. But at this point, I'm looking back and asking myself if it was worth it because the situation we are in right now seems pretty dire. Also, in this video, if I'm giving an opinion on a topic, I'm simply guessing. They might not be facts, so it's up to you to decide who is good or bad or neither. It's to my understanding that it's a bunch of legal jumbo mambo which caused us to get here to this state, and it's just how it is at this point. Before I get into my history with Invis, I need to mention some people saying Bent Pixels has been copyright claiming videos, which I'd assume Invis has control over on which videos get claimed since they own the IP. If they want to, they can claim this video as well. I don't mind. I doubt they'd strike the video, but they might go ahead and do it because I didn't sign the last contract they sent me. I also have to mention my old contract given the nature of this video and how it might be perceived. Legally, I'm not allowed to say anything bad with the intention to hurt the brand, so I'm not here to shit on Invis or Skibidi with the intention to get people to spread hatred. I will just share my honest thoughts about the situation and tell you what I know. I'll be censoring any employee names because from what it looks like, many people harass the employees who don't really have control over what's going on. Instead of personally DMing employees, you should try to make the issues known to more people by tweeting or posting about it publicly. This likely is my last Skibidi-related video on this channel, might even be the last video overall, so let's get into everything that has happened throughout my journey. I don't know if you guys remember the whole drama with the Roblox Skibidi games around 2 years ago. There was a game called Toilet Tower Defense, which got taken down for a while because they were using Skibidi toilet assets. And to my knowledge, it was around that time Invis got involved with Skibidi Toilet. No idea if Boom reached out to them or they reached out to Boom, but when I started making my own Skibidi Toilet Roblox game, Boom told me to email Invis about it, and it was them who were managing IP licenses. I contacted Invis and got a license for my game for 25% of overall revenue going to Invis. I don't know how Boom's deal with Invis was, so no idea how much Boom was getting out of that 25%. But to my knowledge, we had a good deal compared to other Skibidi games. And look, I don't know who was deciding on the percentages for these licenses, but whoever was deciding on them, it definitely was predatory. Invis almost always treated me good, but around this time I was meeting with other Roblox devs making Skibidi games, and they were telling me Invis was asking 40 to 50% of the game's revenue, which is diabolical. There was a lot of drama between with Roblox devs making Skibidi games and Invis back then. I was originally going to say I had no idea what's been going on with the licenses these days, but suddenly a new IP appeared on the Roblox license management page, and Skibidi Toilet is asking for 35% of total revenue from any Skibidi Toilet game on Roblox. It's far better than 40 to 50%, but if you open the Blue Lock page, which arguably is a bigger IP, it's on 20% revenue share, a whole ass 15% less. I think 25 or 30% would have been way more fair, especially with the IP slowly dying. The more Invis takes, the less likely people will make games on it. Besides the Roblox stuff, what Invis was doing was actually good, at least from an outside perspective. I don't know how Boom felt about all this. Still, instead of him trying to handle all this alone, he could focus on the series, and Invis took care of everything else, which seems like a good partnership on the outside. If things have come to this state today, where we got to see an episode which looked worse than episode 1 of Skibidi Toilet, something clearly went wrong. Before I continue my history with Invis, I really have to talk about this new series and hope that some people at Invis are watching. I don't have any idea who approved the release of this new series, but for God's sake, please put more effort in building a good team if you are actually going to continue. I'm going to be straight up, that episode was not it. Worse than almost every fan-made episode as well. At this point, I have no idea what Invis's relationship with Boom is, but I think we all know he wouldn't have approved uploading that ever. Let me tell you guys one thing Boom told me once. I'm pretty sure this was revealed before, but I think it was episode 77, part 2. He told me he was getting a team of SFM animators to animate, and because he didn't think the quality was as good as it should be, he scrapped it and remade it. I would have shown you both versions, but all the messages we had are gone. But for reference, the version where the other animators animated was way better than what Skibidi Emergence looks like. I'm also not entirely against using Unreal, but bro, make it look like the actual series. Unreal Engine literally is a game engine where you can adjust everything. Get some people who actually understand how to use it. I genuinely can't comprehend what's going on. Invis is likely trying to get rid of Boom because of the upload schedule not being good enough. But I have no idea how they are planning to make more money and grow the series when the product is just not good. When I started my own channel, I didn't start this out of passion. It was to make money and to prove a friend wrong who said Skibidi Toilet is a bad YouTube niche. I legit never thought Skibidi Toilet could stay alive for longer than 3 or 4 months, and I think most others were thinking the same thing because almost all the other series on YouTube died off fast and were trends. But Boom was able to create something so incredible where the product kept getting better, thus leading it to get bigger. If you decide you want to pump out more videos at lower quality, people will simply leave. You can't just put the quality to 10 for 2 years and lower it to 3 and expect people to continue watching. I feel like even if we said nothing, Invis can see the views graph and understand that if you post something bad, it gets less views. Was what I said when I first wrote this video, but a while after, someone leaked a conversation between Adam Goodman and the Alliance creators, and oh boy, we may actually be cooked. In this call, Adam says he cares more about watch time and that it increased 31% overall. The times we live in, man, I really don't know how it's come to this. You could be a toddler and figure out that something is going wrong with the series. Ever since Boom has basically left production, everything has been going down. My biggest worry is, it'll get to a point where Invis is just burning too much money, so they just decide to trash the series. Like, bro, how can you be happy after you post a couple-year-old compilation re-upload of the OG episodes and get more views with that instead of the new series you spent a bunch of money on? Please, for God's sake, even if Boom doesn't come back, put actual effort into fixing this for the fans or simply just get Boom back on track. The thing is, there is only one other channel comparable to Boom's channel, and it's Glitch. And even they don't post weekly episodes for Digital Circus, and they are doing just as fine posting every 4 to 5 months. Their production likely takes way longer, but still, I'd actually would have been ashamed to post whatever Emergence episode 1 was. Now imagine you are Boom, seeing the best work you've made in your life getting destroyed by someone else. Does he even want to come back to doing Skibidi toilet with Invis in control? Everyone is spamming bring Boom back, but like I'm putting myself in his shoes and I don't know if I would want to come back in this situation and terms. Whatever happened lately definitely put a strain on their relation because Invis employees keep insisting that Boom can do whatever he wants, but Boom does nothing but act like an AI sending chat GPT replies to people with positive vibes. And if he is happy on a vacation, as Invis says, why did he post a full list of songs with secret meanings? Legit, you open the first song's lyrics and it says this: "The handshake seals the contract from the contract. There is no turning back. The turning point of a career. In Korea being insincere, the holiday was fun-packed. The contract still intact." Literally sums up the whole situation right now. And also, why did one of his longtime friends, Evan Purr, make a whole statement about the situation, saying that as Boom kept on working with Invis, he became unhappier as time passed? And while all this is going on, according to Invis, Boom is doing good, and he is just on a short vacation. Sure, bro, people will definitely trust the words of some corporate overlords to one of Boom's closest friends. Before I get into my thoughts about what should happen, let's talk about my end of the contract situation to understand what's going on behind the scenes. A while ago, Invis started this thing in the back end called the Skibidi Toilet Creator Alliance, which seemed like a good thing, but starting this, they made everyone sign contracts for their merch website links for them to get a small percent. I personally didn't want to sign this. I knew I wasn't going to make any substantial amount from a merch link where the audience is mostly kids. But they gave me the impression where if I didn't sign this, I wouldn't be allowed to keep posting and that I would get copyright striked if I were to decline it. Here are some of the emails between us. As you can see, the Invis employee states that they don't strike any channel that's part of the alliance. Exactly what I mean to me, what that told me was, I either sign the contract or delete everything on my channel. No idea how that's being good partners, but yeah, either way, nothing really happened after this for a long time. I didn't really have many talks with Invis, and as you guys know, a while after I stopped posting completely. Sometimes Invis employees would message me asking to promote something in my videos, and almost every time, unless it was something actually that could be news or cool, I told them I'd only do it if they paid me a normal sponsorship fee, which they never replied to. But around August, I was contacted again about a new contract for the Alliance thingy, which Ibio leaked on his Discord. He, from what I know, is one of the people who signed it and shouldn't have shared it. For anyone watching who might end up signing contracts with NDAs in the future, do not leak or share your contracts, bro. As soon as I read my version of it, I told one of the Invis employees that I didn't want to sign it. First of all, I wasn't even posting content and didn't want to, and this contract would force me to post. Second of all, it was absolutely dog shit for me. I don't know how everyone else didn't gather up and decide not to sign that contract. I'm not going to go ahead and show the whole contract because no one is going to read that, and I don't think that's ethical, but if you want to, it's out there. After all, Ibio leaked it. I was asked to list the issues I have with it so we could figure something out, and I told them these 8 things. I'm not going to read them all, but I'll go over a few that I should probably explain. It says we keep 100% of AdSense revenue, but it's mentioned that reused content, the licensors retains 20%, which all of my videos technically be content ID'd since it uses scenes from Skibidi. This alone is a no-go for me. I don't know if they enforce this or not. Even though I don't take sponsorships, keeping 50% of any sponsorship revenue is just insane. I have no idea who came up with this term specifically, but goddamn. Next up was, and I don't want my channel being tied to a CMS. You might ask what a CMS is, and it's a content management system. It's a special YouTube dashboard you can get if you have a lot of channels to manage where you can track everything on every single one. I basically didn't want to lose control over my work. I think the rest was fine, whatever it was. I don't even remember nor care at this point, but I asked ChatGPT how bad this contract was, and it said 8.5 out of 10 and how bad it is. Basically meaning it almost can't get any worse. Look, ChatGPT is not a lawyer and probably exaggerates a little, but you get the idea. Anyways, after I asked for these to be removed, the Invis employee told me that he'll speak with the team, and I never got a reply again. I don't know what they are planning to do going forward, but it's just sad seeing all this happen. I hope they can find a middle ground with Boom. I doubt Boom is happy in any way right now, but hopefully he can pull through this situation as well. This is just a guess, but with this last contract being this strict for us YouTubers, I don't know what Boom has signed. I doubt it's good unless it was him who wished Invis to take over everything. If that was the case, I don't think we can say anything besides respect his opinion, but if not, I don't even know what should be done. At that point, he can't work on Skibidi because of everything happening with them, and I doubt he can start something new since he probably had a non-compete clause in his contract. In terms of people making memes about Boom being kidnapped, if they actually made him sign a non-compete, I feel like metaphorically the kidnapping would be true. If not, and Boom starts a new series on a new channel, since the channel likely belongs to Invis now, people will somehow find it because Boom's a creative that outshines everyone else. I really do hope, even if things don't get sorted out, Invis starts taking this seriously and lock in, because what they have been making isn't it. A lot of people have analyzed how bad the episode was, so I'm not even going to get into all that, but now people are saying that the models from the new trailer are from Sketchfab. I'm praying to God that this info is false, bro. If it continues on like this, how long will the series keep going for? Will Invis even try to end it or save it after some point? For a company, what matters is the money their product brings. So if they keep losing views, start making less money while the costs stay the same. What will they do? Just drop the series in the trash? Even if they try to bring back Boom, if his contract is very bad, why would he come back unless they terminate it and re-sign something new? Good luck to every Skibidi enjoyer at this point, because it seems like we are dependent on Invis's grace and how much they actually care about what people want. Hope this video somewhat helps bringing back Boom, and if there is any Invis employee watching, I really cannot understand what you guys think about all this going on, since you guys have been in the corporate world for so long, but if you have even a sliver of respect to the fans, give them what they want. Looking at all the screenshots that were leaked and some stuff I heard from Boom long time ago, I doubt you guys were even paying him his fair share of the revenue and legit trapped him into something he doesn't want to be in. I know it's all business at the end of the day, but is it really worth destroying one of the biggest fan bases on the internet and trashing your own money in the process as well? Because if things continue on like this, the views will keep going down, leading to lower merch sales and everything crashing down. And when it comes to the community, you need to understand that at this point, it's all up to you, because if Boom could do something to fix all this, he probably would have already. So if you do care about the series and you want Boom back, you need to get your voice heard as loud as possible. The more people talk about it, the more hope there is. That's literally why I came out of my grave again for one more video. Lastly, before I say farewell,
hello everyone, the real voice behind the elite cameraman here. It's kind of crazy to say this, but I am not Creecraft. Wow, surprising, right? Probably not. You guys probably already knew. But anyways, to be honest, that was kind of crazy. That wasn't even my idea to make that video, that was Boom's idea. I think he told me if I had a 1 million special coming up, and I probably told him I didn't have any plans, so he told me he had this great idea to get Creecraft to make a face reveal video on my channel as elite cameraman, and as you can expect, I agreed instantly. And I kind of wanted to thank you guys and give you a proper farewell for this amazing journey. Like, you don't see many people getting 1.6 million subscribers by making Skibidi toilet analysis videos every day, you know? Anyways, there's a few things I want to talk about before I end the video. And first being, if I'm honest, I don't plan on keep watching the series unless they bring back Boom. If Boom is not coming back, I'm not gonna keep track of what's happening at all. Like, I was out of it already, like about 6 or 7 months ago. But now I'm fully out of it. Like, after what I saw in Emergence, which I couldn't even watch until the end. Like, you gotta understand, mentally, I had to skip through half of it to at least finish the video. I don't know, it was just bad. I don't think you can even insult the video. It's that bad, it's not even worth insulting. If you do want to keep watching though, keep watching. I personally don't think not watching or watching is gonna make any difference, if I'm being totally honest. I think the views are already down so bad, and Invis says the views are good, and they're up 22% or 20% whatever in their call that was leaked. But I do hope they bring back Boom somehow, but we'll see, right? Another thing is, there's one thing you guys should definitely keep up though. It's with Iron Cameraman, EBO, and probably Zach Dorr and his community posts. Maybe Plunger. I didn't watch any of his videos, but I keep seeing his name, so I wanted to mention it. I think I saw a post from Iron Cameraman saying like he had a video coming up that was crazy, which might be in a few days, so keep up with him, right? I haven't talked to him, so I don't know what's in the video, but we'll see. I'll definitely watch that one. I think that's all, guys. Thank you all for watching me all this time and somehow bearing all of my dumbass TV woman jokes. Yeah, Elite Cameraman out.